Let's go. Time to grind, get inside your mind. Yeah, we working overtime, that's the only way to climb. We gon' make it in our prime, signing on the dotted line. Cashing checks left and right, that's the way I'm living life. I feel alive when I got a goal in sight. Chip away, I gotta fight, ain't nobody else in sight. Man, I think I see the light, yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide, see you on the other side, son. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. I'm a vet, cause I work with every breath. Man, I love the taste of sweat, I won't have any regrets. They get upset when they trying just to rest, and I'm still right at my desk, make them all feel so pressed, yeah. But that's the test, if you wanna be the best. It ain't easy, it's a mess. If you wanna have success, you keep going like possessed. Drive it deep into your chest, every failure is a test. Learn the most, leave the rest. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. In sight, man, I think I see the light, yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide, see you on the other side, son. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. I'm a vet, cause I work with every breath. Man, I love the taste of sweat, I won't have any regrets. They get upset when they trying just to rest, and I'm still right at my desk, make them all feel so pressed, yeah. But that's the test, if you wanna be the best. It ain't easy, it's a mess. If you wanna have success, you keep going like possessed. Drive it deep into your chest, every failure is a test. Learn the most, leave the rest. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Else in sight, man, I think I see the light. Yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide. See you on the other side, son. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. I'm a vet, cause I work with every breath. Man, I love the taste of sweat, I won't have any regrets. They get upset when they trying just to rest, and I'm still right at my desk. Make them all feel so pressed, yeah. But that's the test, if you wanna be the best. It ain't easy, it's a mess. If you wanna have success, you keep going like possessed. Drive it deep into your chest. Every failure is a test. Learn the most, leave the rest. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Let's go. Time to grind, get inside your mind. Yeah, we working overtime, that's the only way to climb. We gon' make it in our prime, signing on the dotted line. Cashing checks left and right, that's the way I'm living life. I feel alive when I got a goal in sight. Chip away, I gotta fight, ain't nobody else in sight. Man, I think I see the light, yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide, see you on the other side, son. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. So get out my way, I'm here to stay.
chillin' at the top, yeah.
I'm a vet, cause I work with every breath. Man, I love the taste of sweat, I won't have any regrets. They get upset when they trying just to rest, and I'm still right at my desk, make them all feel so pressed. Yeah, but that's the test. If you wanna be the best, it ain't easy, it's a mess. If you wanna have success, you keep going like possessed. Drive it deep into your chest. Every failure is a test. Learn the most, leave the rest.
Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can't do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You could try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah.
Never gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah.
In sight, man, I think I see the light. Yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide. See you on the other side, son.
Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can't do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You could try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah.
Never gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah.
I'm a vet, cause I work with every breath. Man, I love the taste of sweat, I won't have any regrets. They get upset when they trying just to rest, and I'm still right at my desk, make them all feel so pressed. Yeah, but that's the test. If you wanna be the best, it ain't easy, it's a mess. If you wanna have success, you keep going like possessed. Drive it deep into your chest. Every failure is a test. Learn the most, leave the rest.
Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can't do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You could try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah.
Never gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chillin' at the top, yeah.
lost in sight. Man, I think I see the light. Yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide. See you on the other side, son.
Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place, yeah.
Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
I'm a vet, cause I work with every breath. Man, I love the taste of sweat. I won't have any regrets. They get upset when they trying just to rest. And I'm still right at my desk. Make them all feel so pressed. Yeah, but that's the test. If you wanna be the best, it ain't easy, it's a mess. If you wanna have success, you keep going like possessed. Drive it deep into your chest. Every failure is a test. Learn the most, leave the rest.
Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah. No, I'm about to take off, never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top, yeah.
So get out my way, I'm here to stay. You can try another day, yeah. Cause I love the taste of winning the race.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming, and oh boy do we have something special in store for you tonight. This is going to be a fun stream, but this is also the first time that something like this has been done in this community. So it is the Mlbb Awards 2025 for the Southern Africa region of Mobile Legends, and as you can see we've got a full pretty... Where's the man in the suit gone now? Alright, he's like skim in the nag, he disappears. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we've got a full panel here. We've got Waylander, we've got Oshroomsy, Angelic Fury, Blushing Menace, Lotus, who I've heard is certainly in a relationship, and, well, Nigel, none the other, and the main steamboat driver from MSA. So, yeah, gentlemen, introduce yourselves and let's go.
Gentlemen, right? So that's inner and Lotus, right? Unless you consider yourself gentlemen. Look at the way we start off the stream with this degree of sexism. I don't know. We need to have a talk with Scapi here about what he's doing to the panelists. I'm joking. He may be the more fair. He's the fairer one of the two of us, not just in skin color. Show your blue eyes there, my friend. Open it wide. He's been getting a lot of love for that blue eyes of his, as we will hear in the voting.
Our blue-eyed boy.
Yeah. So I think pretty much everybody knows who we are. Maybe you don't know what we look like all that much, right? But these are the faces behind the voices. So as long as you can see, recognize who we are, we're going to be heading in very shortly into the votes that you cast. And I'm sorry, right, Scarpy, Nigel, Shrumsy, Lotus, I'm judging some of the votes here. Like, I was looking at those votes, I was like, what's wrong with the public? I disagree, right? But agreement, disagreement, this is what democracy is. You can love it, you can hate it. You voted for this, and if you didn't vote, well, that sucks because you were too late on clicking the button. You had all the way till Friday to do it, but that's your own problem if you didn't do so. If you want to disagree and you didn't vote, that's your own problem. But the democracy is democracy. However, Nigel knows what the votes were, right? Scappy, you know the votes, I know the votes. Ina, Shrumsy, and Lotus, they're going to have a little bit of a raw reaction to what is being said. So I think, Scappy, we need to use the Zoom function, right? Whenever it comes to what the announcements are, we need to, the three people who are going to be like raw about who voted for what, when, and how. so the stream's going to be a little bit raw, a little bit live. We're also having a little bit of fun as well. I won't say what type of fun we're having. We're having some fun in the stream before we got here. So don't judge us or judge us however much you want. It's all about the entertainment. Leonardo just says, hey, with 2 Ys, which I've never understood why we need an extra Y. It's not how it is spelt. So go back to school, Leonardo. Is a teacher. She needs to sort out why we have 2 Ys in this whole matter. I think I'm talking too much here, right?
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, to the man of the hour that brought us the list, Nigel, bro. Obviously, we've had a year, and everyone here in the panel can say, look, we've had a very eventful year. How was this year for you, and what is your foresights for next year, and how did you experience the list, just looking at the list rawly?
So I'll start off with the year. First of all, thank you everyone who was voting. It was a very interesting experience to see some of the votes, especially for all sorts of categories. One thing I would say before you guys see the results, don't just assume that your favorite is going to get voted for. Don't just assume, this guy's going to win best marksman, this guy's going to... If you don't vote, it's not going to show up on the list. But yeah, the year has been very exciting. I think the Southern African region definitely had an immense amount of growth. We've gotten to the global stage for the first time in a while. I think even though it wasn't the best experience, I think the regionals, we did pretty well. And I think the community is just growing slower, and eventually next year is going to be a much, much better production. I think I was very impressed with the way that the Waylander Gaming just streaming. I feel like, people don't understand this. I was there for Waylander's very first stream. I think he streamed on Twitch. I was there. Where the only thing I could see was, I think he was just showing one part of the stream. I was there giving pointers. So this has been very, very exciting to just see the whole thing. Yeah.
So what Nigel is trying to say is that if I didn't go and bring the rest of the team in here, it would have been just like that. It would have been ass. And I agree. It was, Nigel, you were there. It was horrific.
Yeah. I wonder if the stream is there. Yeah, but it's just been very exciting just seeing the growth of the community and the channel. So that's just been very good. And then, I've just been excited throughout the year. All the squads have just improved. I think the level of competition has just generally gotten better on the server. I think everyone is just growing as a community, and that always makes me happy. But yeah, in terms of next year, I'm also very excited. There's so many different things. We've got a stacked schedule, and we also have a lot better structure for everyone to just follow. So I think I would like to see a lot more squads stick together. It's very difficult to see one squad this time and another squad that time, but it's the same players with just one different player. I'd like to see a lot more consistency in that regard. But otherwise, thank you guys for just participating. Thank you guys for just following out throughout the year. And I'm just very excited for the year.
Yeah, I agree. Right? Because the thing is, right, when people keep squad hopping, which is what I like to call it, you're never going to be able to develop the consistency as a team. It's a 5-man game. You need to be working as a unit. I'm not saying that people should stay where they're unhappy, right? Who am I or any one of us to dictate to anyone to say, well, you know what, you need to be here, you need to do this. No, granted, there can be changes, but when the change is being made, like you're leaving because you feel like I can do better somewhere else, I generally say that's not really going to be the case. If you work as a unit and stay together, you will find that you can improve. And like for instance, right, all of us, like Nigel, Lotus, Shroomsy, Ian, Scarpy, myself, right, and many other people, right, we've created a system where we have an academy. So it's when you want to learn certain things, you're more than welcome to contact us. And if you feel that us people as individuals are not going to take you to where you need to go to, we have coaches, like actual pro coaches, MPL coaches available. Come and use them, utilize them. This is there for your growth. Right? Granted, right, if you're going to be contacting the MPL coaches, there's a fee to be paid, right? We're not really collecting anything from this, though I think maybe we should. Maybe we should collect a few. No. You deal with the MPL coaches, right? When it comes to us and what we know and how we can help you, to the best of our ability, there's no cost to what we do, right? We will do this for the community like we do everything else, and we want to see how you improve, how you grow, what you're going to be doing on the international scene. So we saw what happened for South Africa in the IESF up until this moment in time. And I will say as much, it was a bit of an eye opener. We sent the best that we could send across. And there is a difference between the international scene and us currently, which is, it is fine. We understand that this is what it is. It's about what's going to happen in the future. The past is the past. What's done is done. I'm waiting to see who's going to be qualifying, who's going to go through for the next South African team, and what you're going to be bringing to the grand stage.
Yeah, indeed so, bro. I mean,
very exciting.
Very exciting. I'm liking the bunny ears here. Why is Lotus not wearing bunny ears as well? I thought you were supposed to be following Ina and everything. Why is there no bunny ears?
because technically it's not
Not
bunny
everything.
ears, it's cat ears.
Cat ears.
Yes, bunny
Oh,
ears
yeah,
are
yeah,
a bit
yeah.
more. Bunny ears are
Uh-huh.
a lot longer.
Longer. Longer
so let
and
me ask
rounder.
Okay, let me ask this, right? Maybe it's an inappropriate question. Maybe. Right? You can sue me for this later. Between which is sexier, cat ears or bunny ears? Let this be the first award for today. This vote.
Bro,
this poll.
and none of them. The real
None of
answer is wolf goal ears. Like
Wolf?
wolf goal is the real furry out there. Like 100%. If anyone, shout out to those legends that has watched Spice and Wolf before, the real anime. Go.
You see,
And
even
so let me
Nigel
ask
is
this
agreeing
question.
to this. Even Nigel is agreeing to
Oh,
this.
it's a great anime. It's a great anime. It's a great anime. Classic even. Yeah, I really liked it at that time.
I have an inappropriate answer. But I'll keep it for the group chat later.
Yeah, let's keep it for the group chat. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go a little bit more unhinged, right? Let me just go through the program for the evening. Obviously, up first we've got the Best MM Award, then followed by Best Roamer Award, thereafter Best Mage, XP Lane, Jungler, Most Improved Player, then MVP, which is we all know is the most valuable player in our server. Then we go into the coach, content creation, fan favorite caster, and then fan favorite squad. Then we are also going to finish off the evening with the top 28 squads. Like, listen, we did try and do top 30, but unfortunately there was some implications, teams not participating in tournaments, etc., etc. But I just want to reiterate and remind everyone, right? All of the rewards is based on your vote. You as the consumer and the viewer from the community. The rewards and the outcome was based on you. The top 28 list was based on participation in the tournaments and within the general Mlbb scene with over time span of the year, not just within recent events or however you wanted to say that. So it's over this time span of 2025, and well, we're definitely going to have better control over it in the year of 2026. There's a few websites popping off, so obviously we're all excited about that. The growth is going to come in, merch is going to release, and well, guys, thank you all for being here with us, and thank you for your support, because if it weren't for you, we wouldn't have been able to do something like this. So, without further ado, Lotus, Oshunzi, do you want to say anything, because you have had zero input to the intro so far?
I know Shimsy was mentioning the wolf ears.
I
disregarded that. I disregarded that. I just ignored it because I didn't hear it. It's like that game, that one mobile game of the year. What's that? Umu.
Oh, Umamusume.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shimsy's a man of culture. He knows everything. I was ready to put it up.
That's a derby. That is not a game that was worth game of the year for mobile. Like, honestly, there were so many better options out there, and it shouldn't even it got a nomination of normal game of the hour. Like, that's crazy. The game should have been forgotten in Getz's drawer, but yeah, somehow it made it on the world stage and it won mobile game of the year. So shout out.
Thing.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Yes.
That
true,
one.
exactly.
Nah, bro, that's just sad.
Mobile
Hey, you
Legends
know,
was at
that was-
least nominated and it got 4th spot.
Nah.
Well, it
Like,
was in
I
the
don't-
esports game of the year category.
I don't know what people see in that game. Before we get back on track, so for those who don't know, it's anime as well. There's an anime of the game, Uma Musume. The anime is rated on Crunchyroll and My Anime List and AniList. It's rated at 9.4 to 9.6. It's rated higher than Full Metal Alchemist, Attack on Titan, and even the newest season, Cinderella something. I'm like, it's rated better than Freerun and Solo Leveling. It was the highest rated anime of the year.
All I'm gonna say is
Girls
there's some
running as
disturbing.
horses.
Yeah, there's some disturbing people in this world, and we judge all of you because that's just not like girl horses.
But anyway, getting back on track. So, I mean, this has been a massive year for the community, for the growth of esports in Southern Africa, and for Waylander Gaming as a whole. I mean, this is our first full year, and
That was very
mid-level
anticlimactic
to
as
Yes,
it
that was.
top tier. And
Why
I'm
can
sorry,
we?
Shrooms,
Why are you going to quickly answer the phone? Tring, 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 tring. Can someone
Is it
please tell?
McDonald's?
Yes. Can someone please tell Shrimsy to come and fetch his Wi-Fi, please?
oh, no.
and,
For a second.
and while you're at it, right, a Big Mac, because like, okay, let me ask this question, just random off the top, right? McDonald's, what is your order? When you go there, everybody has a standard order, and don't pretend like you don't have a standard order. You all have a standard order. When you go there, and I can see the people who like to dip their chips in the milkshake.
Milkshake.
I know who you are. I judge you too, right? But when you go to McDonald's, right, what's your standard order?
Easy. A spicy McFeast Deluxe with chips and a chocolate milkshake. No, I don't dip my chips in milkshake. That's engineering. And then you get a small junior chicken burger.
On the side, yeah, not bad as an option. Not bad as an
Nigel,
option.
what's your standard
Yeah,
order, bro?
At McDonald's, geez, I'm not really a super McDonald's person, but I've had two great meals. I've had like a normal Big Mac, but I've also had, there was a time when they were making these waffle like chips things. That was really good. Yeah, that was really. I'm not even sure if it's like a regular part of the meal, but I just saw it. I was like, okay, let me get that instead of just the regular fries. So I like McDonald's is one of those restaurants. I'm like, okay, it's there. Well, I was having a discussion with my squad mate today. He's always talking about ordering McDonald's. I'm like, do you not make food? But yeah, maybe someday I'll have like a recommendation and I'll get like. Maybe I need proper recommendations so that maybe I'm sold on the idea of McDonald's. But it tastes nice, it's not bad. It's just I'm not gonna rush and be like, damn, I'm craving McDonald's.
You know what this
like
means,
the-
right?
your
You know what this means. This
What
means
does it
we
mean?
need to take Nigel on some more late night trips, right? Because anybody who knows about the late night trips, when you're coming back 4, 5 in the morning, Mickey D's
Mickey D.
before you go home.
It's either Mickey D's or it's a garage spy.
yeah.
Count me in for that one. Count me in for Garage Pie anytime.
All right, and
And a cream
then
soda.
speaking on the bombshells of Mackie D's and Garage Pies, ladies and gentlemen, you've probably been fried by these 5 members that are going to be shown on the next clip, right? The clip is going to be 2 minutes long. You've either been fried by them, whether it was in a tournament, or whether it was just in a random classic match, or if it was in ranked match. So have a look at the next mentions of the best MMs in the Southern Africa MLBB Awards. And then the bronze gold laner for the MLBB Awards 2025 is none other than Average Joe. And then the runner-up for Gold Lane of the Year 2025 in the MLBB Awards presented by MSA and Waylander Gaming was none other from Saint Dynasty, Eisen. And then the Best Gold Laner Award goes to... Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. I guess this one is pretty much obvious, but it will go to none other than Super Shady. Alright, and you guys are back live. Only the audience could hear me as I read out the results. So, panelists, your quick thoughts. Obviously, I feel that Miku was definitely well-deserved there in one of the honorable mentions. I honestly felt like he needed to be third place, but I need to remind each and every one of you, as well as the people watching this, that you voted for this. It's not decided by us. It's you that voted for it. So, the panel is open. Let's go.
The list is pretty clear, right, in terms of the gold lane.
Yay.
Super Shady, for the longest period of time, has been sitting atop the ladder. I think the only criticism that could have been made of Super Shady was when we moved to the fighter on the gold lane. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying that the man is not mechanically skilled. He is, right? That much is obvious. But the fighters may not have been his best... yeah, it's not exactly right, but I think undisputed Shady should be top of that gold lane list. I can't see anybody else really taking that throne away from him. Not to say that the other players in that list are, like extravagantly far off that top spot, and it's going to be interesting as things develop, especially considering, right, with the new patch release and what's going to happen. We were discussing this, and my question to you guys, before we talk about the players and the picks, right, my question to all of you is this. Are we going, based on the patch notes, are we going deeper into the sustained meta, or will we see marksman on the gold lane spring back into action?
It's going to be tough. I mean, generally... the reason why fighters are now making the gold lane is due to one fact alone. And it's due to the gold being decreased on the gold lane. So you get less gold in the gold lane, which makes marksmen a lot more late game. And games end at around 10 to 13 minutes on average, where marksmen only get online at like 18 to 20 minutes. And that's why fighters are meta. But with the sustained changes they made, you are going to see a lot more brawling happen. And that's why I think fighters might still be a meta in the gold lane, but marksmen might make a comeback because games are taking longer to end.
Mm-hmm. We have to test a lot of these things, right? Because personally, I feel we may be heading more into the sustain composition, as you say, because Moonton's theme, if you look at maybe the last 20 updates that they have, everything they try to do is make the game finish between the 10 to 14 minute mark. Everything is strategized towards this, right? So it could be based on these changes that we're heading deeper into this line, right? However, I know we're talking about the patch notes. I don't know what you guys think about the 4 major MM players for the server. I'm saying MM, right, but gold lane. Is there anybody else that you think that could have been like an honorable mention into this list? Even if it is yourself, because I see some self-nomination.
I have one. Mine will be Issa. Mostly. Listen, before we get into it, mine is Issa mostly because I feel like he needs a season where he listen. He's got the marksman knowledge. Listen, he's got the marksman knowledge, but I just think he needs to expand it to more heroes. I feel like he'd be an unstoppable marksman, no? Because he knows what to do in the gold lane. It's just that the hero thing, once he moves away from Bruno, I think it's gonna be a whole different type of matter in our server at least. That's just my personal honorable mention. But it's not. I'm not even trolling. I just think he's a good marksman. I just think it's limited because of that hero. I think you just need. There was. I mean, what was happening during the Bruno? There was a time when Malefic Gun was released. He was dominating at that point. Yeah, they got nerfed.
Yeah.
That's the thing, playing one hero. You need to play
But-
different. Yes. Yeah.
Playing 36,000 matches on one hero, and your second highest played matches is 70. That is whack.
Unfortunately, also with SS Shake, he has a very big problem when it comes to overall vision of the game. His macro skills definitely need a lot of improvement. He's too dependent on that power spike for Bruno, and you'll see he gets ganked a lot and he gets caught out a lot because he doesn't. If you focus more on what a marksman should do and not just what a Bruno should do, then he can maybe learn to come into this list. But if I have to nominate anyone, I would think it would be Gambit from 1HP.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gambit's actually there.
definitely.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't get more of the votes.
Oh, which is interesting. I mean, he's a monster, especially on the
Yeah.
Beatrix and the Obsidia. Kind of crazy. He did struggle a bit to switch over to the fighter meta, but he is coming back, and I think that's also definitely a valid option.
And I think also with Gambit, he plays different roles. So it's very, sometimes for like everyone in our server, people rarely just play one hero. So it might be like Gambit. No, I remember him playing jungle. He does play jungle. It's just that the way that the server is, most people don't really play one role, but I do agree with that with the Gambit pick too. Definitely.
Yeah. So that is our list, the nominees, the players who got the top 4 votes in the system. Super Shady reading it, right? I see the live chat, I see the panel, right? I don't think anybody can contest that. I mean, granted, we're doing this based on votes. The public has spoken. And in this particular area, I'll agree with the public. I don't think I'm going to agree with the public for everything. There's a couple of things, right? I know that a lot of you don't know what it is, that I strongly disagree with what the public was thinking. Strongly disagree, but we're going to find out about that very, very shortly.
So before
What
we
comes
find
next?
about that, right, let's jump into what you guys, as the community and viewers, voted as the best roamer of, well, the season of 2025. Right, this is the only criteria that has got 3 honorable mentions, due to the fact of, there being so many good roamers out there. But yeah, without further ado, let me quickly mute the panel here, because before they go unhinged, whilst I read out what is up, and then yeah, let's go. Enjoy the next clip, and best roamer award starting now.
Okay.
First honorable mention for best roamer, obviously the roaming role. First honorable mention goes to none other than. Oh, this video is taking longer than what I expected, but okay. And your first honorable mention goes to Shroomsy. Second honorable mention goes to Brawny. And your third and final honorable mention goes to Robin the One, who was recently with Saint Dynasty but left to go back to his Crimson Titans. But the Bronze Roamer Award goes to, drumroll please. Just imagine that's the panel giving me a drum roll. Goes to Stoner. The runner-up Roamer Award will be going to Circuit from Saint Dynasty. And then your Best Roamer Award for Mlbb Awards 2025 goes to none other than our local Afrikaans non-speaker Velocity. My Afrikaans is baie gestrongsie. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, let me just quickly get the panel up and live. And obviously, you know, need I remind you that these awards went to who the community voted for. And me and Nigel, ironically, we had this conversation, when was it, this morning? I think we need to start bribing the community to get more interactive with things like this, because we reached a certain point of the votes where it was like 120 votes. And then all of a sudden, it jumped to 190 votes. We were just below the 200 mark. And, well, we found a lot of individuals voting for themselves, you know, trying to cheat the system.
You know what they say, right? You know what they say. No. But you know what they say, right? Self-recommendation or self-praise is no recommendation. Self-praise is no recommendation. Though, look, with this list, this is one of the lists I disagree with, right? In terms of who should be number one. Now, Velocizi, right? As a person, I love him. He's an excellent roamer. Excellent roamer, right? And truth be told, right? The first time he started playing 5-man, I recruited him. If he doesn't remember, he knows who recruited him the first time and brought him into the scene. But in this current stage, Circuit, in my mind, is number one with a bullet.
100%.
I don't know if you agree or disagree with me, right? But I'm disagreeing with the public here on this one. I feel that Circuit is by far the best roamer in our server. What he brings to the table, and it's not just like I'm saying this as my opinion, right? I can take you right now, and Scarpy, if I decide, right, we're going to be putting some highlight clips up here. I'm going to show you what I mean, like in terms of his movement, the vision that he provides, his understanding of where to be at the right time, positioning, the hero pool. For me personally, right, granted, everybody has their own opinion. For me, Circuit is number one.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Why I think we're all agreeing with you. The match where Circuit played Matilda with the final with Iron Gauntlet, it was amazing. There's no disagreeing to that.
Yeah.
I am going to say that I think it's close, but I think I'm going to see what maybe the community was thinking. I think they used the qualifiers, the regional qualifiers, and they used overall what they've been seeing, maybe. That's what I'm assuming. But I think mechanically, Circuit is a very, very good roamer. It's just, you don't always see Circuit everywhere, if that makes sense. When Saint Dynasty plays, he does sometimes play, but when he does play, you certainly see the skill level and just the overall map awareness when he plays the heroes. I don't think Velo is a bad roamer. I just think that sometimes it's very difficult to see how an individual player is when they play in a team. Overall, it's a team game. You know, you can be the best at whatever it is. What matters is what team you're in and what sort of spaces you're in. That usually influences how heightened those skills are. But I do agree with the honorable mention of Shroomsy. We played a match in rank. He played TIG XP, guys. I could not escape in that game. I was like, what is going on? And I recently saw him in a game he was playing with one of my squad mates. I think he's a very good roamer. I think next year again, the meta is certainly moving towards just having that crowd control and all of that stuff. I think this is probably his best meta, because some of the heroes he was playing just this fit well with his playstyle. I think when I used to remember, he used to play a lot of like fighters and jungle, but I think Rome was he's just cooking. I might have to start recruiting Shrimsy at some point. But this squad, he's got a squad.
So what you're trying to say here, Nigel, right, is that Shroomsy's hero pool is limited. He can only play the set tanks. That's what I heard, right?
No, let's not forget about the quarterfinals. What Shroomsy did in the quarterfinals. That risky play he played, right? I'm sorry, Shroomsy. I don't think we're ever going to let you go of this play. Playing the badang, chasing for whatever reason 15 seconds before the Lord. Who does that?
Okay. So to protect myself a bit. So the thing was, the flicker over the wall was fine. First kill, he would have been dead. I missed him. Valid. If he was dead, it was preloaded. We would have won.
No. If you missed him once, okay. This was,
Yes.
and I count. If anybody wants to go, right, I'll clip this video. We'll put a tag on it, right? It was 4 times.
Yeah, but that's what I said.
So
After
the
I
first
missed him
time, right?
once,
The first time,
I should have turned that around.
Yes.
I should have turned that around. That's what I say. Like it was a go to play. If it worked, I would have been clipped for having mocked the show or something. But I should have just turned that around. But I got greedy.
But he knows what he did wrong.
Yeah, but it was funny. But yeah, so the thing is, there is, of course, frontline heroes are my best. The Grok is goated. The Tigreal, you get the Gatu that's still there. But expanding my hero pool is what's going to come next. So I am a bit more frontline, full CC Roma. So expanding the hero pool is what's going to come, and I will make the top 3 next year. Don't stress about
Hoekom jy
that.
kon geremove?
Yeah, so I'm looking at the live chat right there. They seem to love my little demon that's here.
Well, oh,
And I know he
unmuted.
seems like a nice, innocent little cat, right? He's a monster. He's up for adoption. No, not up for adoption. He'll never be adopted. But I'm glad you like this little handsome face that can be here on stream. So I think Romus, right? I'm not saying Velo is not a top tier Roma, right? The truth of the matter is, he is. To introduce the cat, cat's name is Gucci. I didn't name him, right? I would have named him something a little bit more violent, maybe. But but that's his name, you know, handsome little rubbish. But yeah, like just going back to Velo. Velo is a top tier Roma, and I'm saying this right as if. Like when I'm speaking, right, I'm not speaking for the rest of the panel because the rest of the panel got some skills. Me, the old man that I am, like the arthritis is in the fingers. You can't press the buttons as fast as we have. I'm just giving my opinion based on what I can see. It's not like I can do better than the rest of them, right? It's just in my opinion from what I can understand of what Circuit does with his macro, with his micro play, his overall understanding of the game. For me personally, I believe Circuit is the best Roma in our server, and I'm hoping that he's going to be competing next year a lot more than he has been competing this year, because he will do something excellent.
Yeah, and just with that, right, just a special shout out to Ginger Ninja 2523 for that super chat donation. Thank you for complimenting all of us for looking so pretty. Yeah, it's just way wearing his tie, half mask. You're not full tie, but at least he's got a tie.
You don't
on.
even have a tie. The last time you wore a tie on the stream, right? The stream went well. You know, talked about my tie.
Yeah, because what happened the last time I was on stream with a tie? I needed to go fetch all of my ties out of the cupboard.
Only Nigel and I have a tie. The rest of you can't talk.
Anyway, all right. Obviously, look, there's another debate to have, right? And obviously, look, everyone has their opinions, but I'm just going to reiterate this, that this list, the top 3, is determined by the community, those that actually took the time and effort to go and vote. So if you feel that it's a bit not to your liking, obviously we are going to voice our opinions and reasons, but that just means next time just go and vote. If you don't want the ANC to win, don't vote for ANC, vote DA or EFF or whatever, you know.
I thought we weren't going to go political, right? I thought we weren't going to go political, right? But I would agree with you, right? No voting for the ANC.
All right, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, then let's jump into the next category, which will be going to the best mage of 2025. And let me just get the panel muted here before we hear unhinged swear words. But nonetheless, mage up next. And here we have your mid lane best mage for the MLBB Awards 2025, Southern Africa. Your honorable mentions. So your honorable mentions will be going through to... Your first mention is... No honorable mention, because there wasn't a honorable mention for 5th place in Mage. 4th is Colin Ackerman from Nab Jitsu. Your Bronze Mage award goes to... I'm sorry, live chat. My panel is distracting me here. I can't focus what I need to do. But the bronze... Oh, okay, I see there's a typo error here. But the Bronze Mage award goes to Jinx. I feel, honestly, Jinx should have been a little bit higher. But the Bronze award goes to Jinx. Your runner-up Mage goes to... I honestly thought this guy's name is based off a naughty word, but your runner-up Mage goes to Gigatron 5000. And your best Mage award for the MLBB Awards 2025 goes to... Voldemort. It is Juju. Juju gets the Best Mage Award for MLBB 2025. All right, so let me get the panel back up here, and I'm
gonna say this, right? Jinx 3rd position, right? Kitty Cat, what do you think? I think the votes are rigged. I think our community is on drugs.
Nah, bro.
Jinx 3rd position. Jinx is number 1.
Definitely.
Bro,
Oh, wait.
like my opinion, my opinion.
So before you say your opinion, right? I'm just gonna say one word. It's 4 letters. Nana, number 1.
Bro, like honestly, like I don't take anything away from Choco MC, but the thing is, 1st place is kind of crazy. I would honestly say Jinx 1st place. Then you can put Giga 2nd, because Cupcake is crazy. Even Cupcake 1st place, but I think Jinx is just a step ahead. And then, okay, Choco MC 3rd. That's fine. But 1st place is something I don't agree with.
Yo. Yeah, listen, when I was looking at the result, I was like, it's the community show. But listen, I think it overall came to, again, people voting. You need to vote if you think that your favorite is. I objectively think that Jinx is a better roamer. I had him on my friend list for a while. Every time I see that Jinx is in a lobby, I just make sure I don't rank at all, because the type of heroes and the rotation that it brings is just unmatched. So in terms of ranking, I would put Jinx 1st, but then I also think that Chocolate Pie is a pretty good mage. I just that would have been my honorable mention. I just think that apart from Kagura, they are just different heroes that he does play. So I would mention that as my honorable mention. 2nd and 3rd, guys, the community is the one that votes it. Everything else, I don't think Juju's a terrible player. I just think individually Jinx is a better player, but in the team, I think in the team, the rotations from the team of when the teams play, I think it's just, maybe that's what the people see. You shine sometimes when in a very good team that's got good synergy. Everything is just highlighted. I just think Worlds was a different type of breed, guys. We all saw. I think next year, just bring the A game. I think next year we've got another opportunity probably to compete again. Just bring it on. That's my opinion.
Just before we go over to A, right? Circuit said, right, and I'm just looking at the live chat as well. He said if Jinx doesn't get number 1, he's sleeping outside tonight. So, Circuit, for not even knowing who I am, and I'm even in your squad, bro. We need to, Con, you need to give this guy a hiding, please, Chief, please. But in any case, so Jinx is sleeping outside tonight. Circuit, my apologies. But yeah, Wai, you can have the panel again, bro.
Yeah, because okay, look, I'm not saying this just based on yeah, granted, it's my opinion, and people are free to disagree, right? But everything that you do has to be based on some sort of statistics. When Jinx is in the team, right, there's something that we call game accuracy. So game accuracy is what you judge, and we may not say this as we're casting, but there's something that all of us who are watching the game, we do know what game accuracy is. It's about positioning, understanding your hero, how it works within a particular draft, where your positioning needs to be. And if you look at, and I'm saying this, it may sound like I'm praising Saints, right? And I am, right? But I will say this, I've been saying this for the longest time. In terms of the modern
Gucci is
rotation,
also purring into the mic, by the way. As you said,
Yes,
Saints,
sir.
he's purring into the mic.
Yes, he's like in Saints too, right? Because the thing is, right, the way they rotate, they do the counter jungle rotation to maybe like about a 70% accuracy about how it's supposed to be in terms of game accuracy. They understand how the side lanes must work. And when you watch Circuit and Jinx as a duo in terms of control, leave alone Con, who in my opinion is maybe the best jungler in our server. And again, I will say this, right? He's the best player in our server currently, right? Feel free to disagree how much you want to disagree in the chat. That's what I believe. In terms of how that trio works together, it's magic. So I believe, right, in this current system that we have, if Circuit is number one roamer, Jinx is number one mid laner, and I know we haven't got to the jungle, but Khan is the number one jungle. That's my opinion. I'm just saying it as it is.
We won't go into the jungle bit yet because I first want to see what's going to happen there before I give my 2 cents.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, in my opinion, Jinx has one of the best map awareness and mid lane controls that there is out there. And that is what makes Jinx such a strong player. I mean, you look at all the weaknesses from players, like Juju's main weakness is he loves ganking side lanes too much. You see, Giga loves Kimmy too much. No, I'm joking. Like,
so you don't love Kimmy?
No,
I don't love. Because she doesn't have ears. She doesn't have ears. That's the problem.
No, I don't love Giga's Kimmy because that is scary. That's scary. If I know I'm going up against Cupcake, I'm auto ban Kimmy. That's crazy.
Yes. But I just want to reiterate, the votes were based from the community, ladies and gentlemen. It's not us who made these decisions.
Obviously, going into next year, yeah. Just to also add on to that, Nigel and us as the panel had this conversation, and obviously next year, going from the start, from the first tournament right throughout, there will be a tracking system. Obviously, so certain awards will be based on the community's votes, and certain awards will go off of statistics, right? And obviously, there will be rules in place with regards to tournaments and forfeiting, etc., etc., etc. But nonetheless, this all will be sorted. For now, it is what the community voted for. So, and I see there is individuals in the live chat saying, you voted for certain individuals, and now you come and shout in the live chat. So, yeah, you know what? Let's just have fun. And the next award is up for grabs in the XP lane. First, we're going to start off with the honorable mentions, and then you know the system by now. But first, I'm just going to shut up my panel. Your Mlbb Awards for 2025 XP Laner. This is for the best XP Laner that featured in 2025. Voted by the community. Up first, we've got your honorable mentions. And your honorable mentions, firstly, goes to Royal Chicken. Royal Chicken was a really, he featured in the what's the name, and then up next is Jupiter, you know, from that demon name team from Madagascar. But your Bronze XP Laner award goes to I Madness. And your runner-up XP Liner award will be going to, drumroll please, ladies and gentlemen, Super Light. That's your runner-up. And your first place, it should say best XP. You know, I was a bit rushed to finish this, but in any case, best XP award goes to none other than the GOAT himself. I just hope he hears me more, but the R-Lord GOAT himself, Mr. Mimic from Saint Dynasty. Yeah, you know, not everyone is perfect. I was anyway. I should have triple checked and not just double checked. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, that is your XP Lane awards. So I know a lot of you asked who's Royal Chicken and who's Jupiter. You know, maybe just tune in to watch the streams a bit more, and you will know because they featured. Jupiter featured in actually quite a few of our tournaments. But yeah, Royal Chicken was in the Iron Gauntlet, and wow, what a XP laner he was, bro. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I see Way wants to go toothless again, and he wants to go and join that Black Dragon.
I told you I was born. I told you I was born with a natural bottle opener.
All right, but nonetheless, panel, it is open up for you to discuss. I know there was some comments thrown.
Yeah. This is crazy. Like, honestly, Mimic, loose hands, first place, we all knew that was going to happen. There's no other goat out there. But honestly, the recall man, I didn't feel should be on third place. Definitely honorable mention. But I don't know Royal Chicken, but I know Jupiter, well deserved. But you forget about other goats out there, like, I might be biased, but Moba Chad is a cracked XP laner, well deserved of at least a mention or even a podium finish. You get Poopy, which is main jungle, but on the XP lane, he's also crazy. And these Oaks weren't even on there, and I would honestly put them on the podium and put number 2 and 3 down, maybe. Jupiter, third place, maybe.
True, and I'm actually surprised even Ghost Carter from Equinox isn't mentioned because he's an insane XP laner. And with the way that his team keeps improving, he also improves, and his sets, his rotations as an XP laner, which you sometimes rarely see coming out from the teams, definitely should have been mentioned.
You know, right? I'm going to say this. That people have been saying that Superlight shouldn't be on the list. I think Superlight should be on the list. I'm not saying that he is number one. Right, but he's a solid XP lane. You can judge me how much you want to judge me. I can see you there, bunny ears or rabbit ears, turning your head to the side. I don't even think I don't notice. It's okay, right? This is what it's all about. We can agree, we can disagree. The votes were what they vote, right? What they were. Superlight, he's a solid XP laner. This list, out of everything that had to be done, in my mind, was the most difficult one to establish, the XP lane. There's a lot of good players. There's a lot of, and XP lane is not as straightforward as people think it is. It requires a lot of mechanical skills as well as a wave management and map awareness. It's got so many facets to it. So when you're trying to judge, right, granted, we're working on votes here, like what the community thinks. But when you're looking at this objectively, you realize how many different layers there are to look at if you're looking at what a top tier XP laner is. Because what I do notice, and this is a criticism, straight out of criticism, for 90% of our XP laners in the server, is the hero pool is too small. If the hero is not within the meta, or like the hero they play is not within the meta, then they suddenly dramatically fall off. But XP laners have to have this massively large hero pool. They have to have mechanical skills. They have to understand hero matchups, because even if you're counted in your lane, if you understand the hero matchup as to what you're supposed to do, you will be able to deal with it. You have to understand your wave management there and what creates the space for you to rotate, because in the first part of the game your wave management has to be on point. In the second phase of the game, if you play basically as a second roamer, so you have to have the ability to adapt. This is the hardest role in the game, and it's why I feel that in our server, it's one of the things that holds us back overall, is our XP laners. Because everybody, and let's be honest, when it comes to people and players, most people love the limelight. They like to be jungle. They like to be MM. They like to stand out and say, I can do this. But you need these utility roles to come to the forefront, because it makes the team tick. It's very difficult to decide on this one. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, off the list that we got, I think this one is probably the one that I least disagreed with in terms of the mentioned people. I think I would have changed the order, but I think Mimic does stay number one, but I probably would have changed Madness and Superlight. But it is again difficult. Also, I think Shroomsy asked about if Madness still plays on. He changes his name 3 times a season, so it's very difficult to track him unless you have him on your friend list. Yeah, I don't know where he gets the diamonds. Right now, what is his name? Yeah, he's changing his name a lot.
It's back now to iMadness, but it's weird. I know it's back to iMadness. And what about the Goat Boxy? Is he still out there? I don't know.
Oxy, he plays sometimes, and I think you also mentioned Mobachat. Mobachat is playing marksman these days. You know, everyone just changes roles in our server. So I think sometimes when you have these voting, it's just who you consistently remember in certain roles. But I think it's a good list. And I do agree with the way about sometimes individually a player is just better in the XP lane, but in terms of what it does to the team and the rotation and just his ability to move around the map, that also ultimately determines whether or not you're a good XP laner. Because like it's not just about getting the kills. Everyone, I was playing rank today, and I know Zillam got a buff, guys. Zillam got a buff, yes, but he's not this all night hero. Every time I see you, Zillam, yeah. But but yeah, again, I 85%, 90% agree with this list. But yeah, again, your votes, guys.
Yeah, look, just before we move on, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see I did put up the program. Up next, we've got the best jungler, most improved player, MVP of the year, content creator, favorite caster, fan favorite squad, and then the top 28 teams. Right, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, look, I have to agree with Way. XP lane is probably one of the hardest roles to judge for, but 100% Mimic. I would have Mobachat there, at least, if not in the top 3, I would have him as an honorable mention. And then you've got Super Poopy. Look, I know Super Poopy. You see, this is the thing, right? You get individuals that comes and watches the streams, and then you get Super Poopy playing jungle or playing a different role, and then that's what the votes are based off. Because purely this first year's award system went off what the fans voted for. And yes, a special shout out to Jasmine for not sharing the vote list to Saint Dynasty. But nonetheless, you know, I get to troll Jasmine a lot because of her biased commentating. But nonetheless, look, yeah, guys, this was really difficult. But yeah, let's drop the bomb and jump to best jungler of 2025. There's some controversial stuff going to pop off right next. And let me get the panel quiet, and ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the Best Jungler Awards for 2025. And your Best Jungler Awards for the Mlbb Awards 2025, Southern Africa. Your honorable mentions will be Super Super Poopy for your first honorable mention in the jungle for MLBB 2025, followed by General Chow from Renab Jitsu, honorable mention. Your Bronze Jungler Award goes to none other than Pops from Ritalin Sons. In the second place, the runner-up Jungler Awards will be going to in my opinion, the GOAT man himself, Con, receiving the silver in the best jungler for MLBB 2025. And voted by you all for the top spot as best jungler in the MLBB Awards 2025. It is Lindo! All right, and panel, it is open up for you.
All right. So between Lindo and Khan, right, it's difficult to tell because Lindo is a top jungler, right? Granted, right, it's my belief, right, that I put Khan at number one, me personally, right? It's so hard to tell the difference between the two of them, right? Because you like Lindo, what he brings to the table, and I'm saying this, right. I know we talk a lot about what happened in the IESF. I felt sorry for Lindo in the IESF because he never got the opportunity to show what he can do. We've seen his mechanical skills. He is ridiculous, like in terms of, like especially his YSS. Like, Lindo's YSS is just straight out broken. I love the way he plays the hero, his timing, the way he rotates, the way he engages into the whole situation. Between him and Con, right, it's just, there's like a sliver of difference between the two of them. Personally, I would say the edge goes to Con slightly, but it's when I say slightly, I mean like you're talking about the width of a feather in terms of difference between the two. They are fantastic. When it comes to General Cho, I think you should be a firm third. That's my opinion. And you can tell me I'm being biased. Scratch your beard, you red-headed giant over there. I don't know if you know how big size, how tall Shroomsy is, right? Shroomsy is a giant, right? So he's like a legit giant, yes? Shroomsy is tall. Sorry, Nigel.
No. I was gonna say, I think you're biased because you're forgetting about swag. Swag exists in server. It's just the only issue with swag is that you don't get to see him in tournaments. So you will see him in rank, sure, but you don't really get to see him compete competitively. I think Honeybuns had a stint at some point in the tournaments, and then I'm not sure where they ended up. But I think maybe next year people will be a lot more active. And in terms of number 1 and 2 for jungle, this was literally in terms of the closest list we had. I just think that in terms of 2025, I think Lindo at ISF, I think he was probably the best performing player for me personally at ISF. I think he got to showcase a lot more of his skill. I think the 1 or 2 mistakes there, the end is high pressure, I get that. But I think he did perform well. Hopefully next year's a might be the game. But I think Khan has just consistently been good in tournaments and just overall activity. I think he stopped playing at some point and he just wasn't as active. I think maybe that's where Lindo just locked in and just started playing all these different heroes. But I do agree-ish with the list, with the people mentioned at least. But Swag could have been there. But again, it's probably because people don't get to see him perform. I think he's really one of the better fanny players in the server, but you just hardly get to see it showcase. So if Swag is there, you definitely need to play a lot more tournaments next year.
Yeah, I'll say this about Lindo in the jungle, right? In the IESF. Sorry, Shumpi, right? Lindo was not protected the way he should have been. We're in a meta where you're going to get the constant small camp jungle invades. And I was looking at the rotation, especially in the mid lane from the South African team. I'm like, you have a player with this kind of mechanical skills, right? Can you not protect him and let him get the farm because he's playing assassin jungles, right? Lindo, I spoke about his YSS, right? His Lance is also goated. Like, legitimately, he's a top tier Lance player. You need to give the man the space so he can get the farm. Once he gets what he needs to get, he can carry you through the game. It wasn't there. Like, that's my personal opinion. He was left too much on his own and not got like he was the best performing. Nigel, I agree with you. He was the best performing player overall for the South African team. Lindo, no doubt about it, right? He has the potential to achieve great things. It's just in terms of the protection that he needed at that stage in the game, it just wasn't there. Like, they left him like, there were so many games, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I know I'm supposed to be unbiased as casting, but in my mind I'm thinking, the man is not getting a buff from like before like minute one. What do you expect him to do now? He's playing an assassin jungle. Like, really, where's the protection here?
Yeah, I also feel this was one of the most accurate lists. One of those I liked the most. I agree, Lin goat all the way, and then of course you have Con. Con and Lindo is very close. I don't know who to favor, but I would say Con a bit more because he featured a bit more, but that's just my opinion. But Lindo was also goated for real. Then the third place is where I would make my swap. I would honestly put Poopy at the third place slot. He is, in my opinion, and this is my biased opinion, one of the best players currently. And I would put him on first. General Cho, honorable mention, yes, I get that. And Swag, honorable mention, for real. There's a lot of things to do, but I feel Poopy deserves a podium.
When he does play jungle, right? Because he doesn't play jungle all the time. Let's be honest, right? He swaps roles. When he does rock up into the jungle, there's a big argument for what you're saying. Because he brings skills to the table where you can see his understanding of how to rotate. Because like one of the things I noticed and if you want to know why we're saying what we're saying, for those of you tuning in, right? When we're looking at a jungler, it's not about having a certain set style of rotation. It's understanding your rotation based on the draft. Knowing when the enemy has that early game potential to pressurize you and you're going to get camped out at your small camps. Like, how you're supposed to deal with that, how your team works to set you up for counter jungling, depending on the type of hero that you're playing. It's that knowledge, because like what seems simple is not really simple about what creeps you take in what order. It makes a massive difference. So if you know what order to take your creeps in, it can prevent certain levels of counter jungling because you understand speed of rotation, the hero matchups between the jungle. It's a massively important role to have that knowledge for. And yeah, Super Poopy is up there, no doubt about it.
I mean, just as an example, the Iron Gauntlet finals. 2-0 for St. Dynasty, then Pops and Poopy swapped roles, Poopy on jungle, a reverse sweep. Just as an example.
Yeah. Look at Scarpy, right? His one eye started to twitch when you said that.
Yeah. Well, look, I still believe, like, listen, Lindo, he's great. Con is great. I feel that Con should actually be number one, but I'm not going to take anything away from Lindo. And I see Lindo is in the chat and he's busy crying of all the praise and the glazing that he received. So I've got a question because I saw something. Is Lindo not a borrowed player from St. Dynasty?
I don't know how the politics go, but Nigel can tell us.
Okay, I'll give you guys all the law. So here is how the SA qualifiers took place, like before everything. So Lindo was in Saints, but then at some point, EQ's lineup had Yummy, and then it also had Swag. And then that didn't happen. So they ended up having, I'm talking about the qualifiers, not the team, not the players. So eventually, Lindo was in St. Dynasty for a while, and then Con is obviously not South African, so he can't play for the South African team. Lindo is now, he ended up playing for the EQ team. And then same with Superlight. Superlight was in a different team with Madness, and this was the runner-up team last year. It was Madness, it was Superlight, it was a guy called Chocolate Pie also played he was runner-up. Could have been your ISF team. And there were two other players that I'm hoping I remember by the end of the stream so they don't shout at me. But yeah, Linda was sent at some point, just to sum it up.
Was a gold liner?
Who?
Linda was a gold liner in Stones.
Yeah, before, at some point he played goals. Yeah.
All right, that just cleared up the air. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, we've cleared and we've spoken about, best jungler. So up next on the schedule, we've got the most improved player of 2025. And, we are jumping into those fun awards right now. But obviously it's going to be most improved and then thereafter MVP, coach, content creator, fan favorite, caster and fan favorite squad before we jump into the top 28 squads of 2025. But up next we've got the like we said, most improved. So enjoy. And your most improved player, Mlbb Awards 2025, Southern Africa. And Scorpy needs to be someone's spokesperson. Leo, let me not speak further. But honorable mentions for your most improved player for 2025 is, first up, Ketsuka. In your fifth place, Ketsuka. I'm not going to repeat myself. Ketsuka! And then Great Hova is another honorable mention. But your bronze most improved player goes to, oh my word, chat, if you could just hear what my panel is sounding like in my ear. But your bronze most improved player goes to Stark. Then your runner-up most improved player. Panel, shut up. You're distracting me. Your runner-up most improved player goes to Angelic Fury. And your first place for best most improved player goes to drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Super Light for best most improved player of 2025 is your Mr. Recall Spammer himself, Super Light. All right, and then the audio is back open to the panel as nature is just quickly
let me
going
know
to
when the camera's on.
The cameras are on.
Just let me know in the camera. Oh, the cameras are on. We want to see Nigel's face. Ketsuka being mentioned as an honorable mention. We'll get to you, Shroomsy, just now. Don't you worry. But we have two gentlemen on the stream whose ladies have made it into the most improved player list here. Are you proud that the women have outshone you?
I am going to say this category has got the most women, and I'm happy about it. I don't think they often get to shine as much or as highlighted. So I think it's an interesting list. I feel like in terms of awards, this one is the most difficult to improve, because what are you implying when you say it's the most improved player? But I think it is a great. I see Great Hova was there. That's what I was saying. It's an interesting list. I think Great Over is the one that I would discuss. I think,
Nigel.
it's a complicated. But I think he was at some point at Honor and then he reached Immortal. I mean, we can't objectively say that's bad, right? And Ketsuka, I agree with. I think not because she's my partner, but I do think that they did okay at ISF. They could do better. I will force her to rank more often. Hopefully she watches this later. But yeah. And then Angelic Fury, I agree with that one. Played a few games against, I feel like Immortal Order is the squad that we faced the most this year. I don't even know how, but I think certainly he has improved quite a bit, and the hero pools and the just overall, I think the team. I feel like sometimes when you play in a team, you just objectively are able to showcase your skills a lot more better. So yeah, this list, I don't know. I think it's just 5 players all over the place. The most difficult one to single down and agree with, but it is the community votes again. But overall, I think the standard list. I don't know how I would rank it, by the way. Maybe Lotus has an idea or Sean has an idea, but I think the people mentioned that I don't disagree with them.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there because yes, I'm one of the ones that voted Angelic Fairy, but seen even from the beginning of the year to how Angelic played to how she plays now, she's definitely one of the most improved. I would actually rank her number 1, but yeah.
With Hova, right? I've seen him play from a very, very long time, right? Being an old person, I've been here for quite a while. I agree with his name on the list because he improved dramatically over this period in time. This season, well into the Immortal. And if you think I'm not checking on everybody's stars, I am. I may not play the game much at all because I'm spending all the time casting, but I know what stars you got. I know where you are. I see all your rank results. His improvement, especially getting so comfortably into Immortal, puts him up there, definitely in terms of most improved player.
Yeah, I would say the thing with Hova is as soon as he left the Zosk, he became a better player. But now he just needs to leave the Thunderbelt on the minnow. Because every time I see that Thunderbelt on minnow, I like throw up in my mouth. And everyone will agree with me. It's whack, but I understand why he's the honorable mention, definitely. Another honorable mention I would actually say for best improved player is, and I can't believe I'm gloating, Cho. Like, honestly, from where he was personally, at the beginning of the year, to where he is now, he's starting to grow as a player, and he's starting to lose that solo queue mindset. And that's why...
Sorry.
And that's why he's improving and his team is improving, because he's starting to lose the solo queue, because that was his main problem as a player. He wants to 1v5 all the time. And that's why he lost every time. But now that he's starting to play as a team, he's improving his micro skills based on the team, and I would definitely put him up there.
Ooh, we're touching a sensitive topic now.
I've been saying this about this kid for the longest period of time, right? Mechanically speaking, there's few players in our server who can compete with him mechanically. And you can disagree with what I'm saying. I've seen him what he does. Like, mechanically speaking, it's fantastic. Decision making, I agree with you. Some stupid ass decisions over the course of time. But he has improved significantly over this period in time. His team has also improved significantly over this period in time. I'm interested to see what they're going to bring to the table in the future. It's all about growth and where you're going to go. Remember, he's still a kid. He's like, 16 years old. So it's watch the space.
Isn't he 70?
Look at Lotus taking back of the ages of all the men.
Mm-hmm.
Is there not a man's age you don't know in our server?
Lotus, may I remind you, you signed a confidentiality agreement.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to remind everyone, right? The votes and the placements and the posting of the positions of certain said individuals, etc., was voted by the community for those who actually took the time to go and vote. Speaking of which, shall we dive into the most valuable player of MLBB 2025? Are you ready for it, chat? I'm sure as Buttfluff knows that the panel is not ready for this. So let's jump into the most valuable player award for 2025. So, your most valuable player for the MLBB Awards 2025, Southern Africa. Up first, you've got your honorable mentions. And your honorable mentions, first up, will be Pops from Ritalin Sons. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Your honorable mention for MVP of the year 2025 also goes to Con from Saint Dynasty. Your bronze MVP award goes to Velotizi Gestrongzi on the Afrikaans. Your runner-up MVP award goes to your runner-up MVP goes to Mimic. And your MVP, best MVP award goes to drumroll please, Super Shady. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. And, well, let me open to the panel real quick.
Not a good idea.
I would say that I think Linda's missing on the list, even on the honorable mentions, but I assumed they put him under all their energy went to both voting best jungler, but I think he definitely needed to be on the list. It's I don't know. This is probably a difficult, one of the more difficult roles apart from XP to decide who the best player is. Remember, this is the best player of 2025 according to everyone here. I don't agree with the list in terms of rankings. I think some players mentioned definitely deserve to be on the list. I just don't think the order is correct. I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know. That's my response. Maybe the panel has a better response.
I agree with 100% with you, Nigel. This list is whack. Honestly, okay, I understand Shade. I get that. Okay, I understand. I don't know why Scon's on honorable mention. Crazy. Why? For what? Linda is not on the list. Velo on number 3. No.
I agree that we disagree. With the list as it stands. Lotus, I'm sure you have something to say about it.
Well, I honestly think you should maybe swap out for Velotizi. It's going to be a bit difficult when it comes to putting Shady against Con. But if you look at the history of games, Con, I would say tournament-wise, Con has a lot more victories. And I think a lot more MVPs going with that. He really should be number 1. Shady going to number 2. And Mimic 3, Velotizi can be number 5.
But actually,
Lindo?
Where's Linda? Yeah.
Lindo, actually, then Lindo should become number 2. It's gonna have to be Con, Lindo, and then you get Mimic, Shady, Ops, Velo.
So now we put Shady at number 4. This is hard.
Listen, the one that I'm confident in is probably Shady, like being on the list. Mostly because even though I just think he got this thing where there was a season, I think last season, where the patch was in his favor. And then suddenly you have to play Lapu Lapu Gold Lane, guys. Imagine how you have to deal with that. I just think it's just the worst thing can happen right before you need to go. The meta just shifts to, you can't play any marksmen, you can't play Granger, you can't play Moskov, you can't. It was just not his season. But I think in the earlier part of the stages of the year, he was just dominating, personally speaking. But yeah, London is to be on the list.
Like if I had to make my list, and everyone can stone me in the rank later on, I would put Mimic at number 1. Sorry, Shady Gods, respect, brother, but no. Like, Mimic was consistent from start to finish. He was good each and every time. Like Nigel said, Shady did fall off with the meta, unfortunately. Whereas Mimic stayed goated the whole time. So I would put Mimic 1, Shady 2. Then the third place is where the fight comes in. Lindo Con, I don't know. One of them has to be. I would honestly, I don't know who to pick. I'm not going to make a fight. On position should be the either Lindo Con, whoever stays over. And then you have Poopy, which needs to be honorable mentioned. I would honestly say, unfortunately, Velo and Pops did not make my cuts. Like, Pops understand global allo 10,100 MMR, but yeah.
My number 1 is Khan. And I'm going to say this, right? I know you can disagree. Everybody can disagree with me. This is what we had to do, right? I'm going to say why I think number 1 should be Khan. Regardless of the meta, whether it was tank jungle, fighter jungle, assassin jungle, that man has always been in the equation, always been in the system. Also, if you take a look at and go and look at Saints games, he understands when they need to do a particular invade for whatever they're doing. He understands even when they're in a losing position. Watch his control. Watch what he does that dictates the outcome of the game. He pushes the right lane at the right time in the right manner to create space for his team to do certain things, even when they're on the back foot to come back. That kind of macro understanding is not existent in most players. I'll be honest with you. You don't see it in a hurry. Khan's understanding of how that works is on point, like legit on point. I watch him, right, and I can even, and I'll say this, right, even Shady as well, right? Shady's understanding of the game, positioning, timing, and everything else is amazing. I can use clips of what they do when we're teaching academy classes as to, you see these players, this is the decision making that they make. It changes the outcome of the game. You don't see it immediately. You just think a lane push is a lane push. You will see 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes later, why that lane push or why that control affected the outcome of the game. It's amazing. So for me personally, that I think Khan should be number 1. But that's just my opinion.
Mimic, Lindo, Khan, Shady. And I'll put Gigatron 5000. Just because. Just because. Just because. Yeah?
With Scap, I think I did get a question though regarding stock. So where would you put him on honorable mention? I think it was the highest ranked server in last season, right? The highest ranked player in our server, right? Global YSS. Where would you put him on the list?
I'll put him at 5. Put him at 5, okay. Yeah, because Gigatron 5000 was just look. I love Gigatron just because the fact of his name and how I've spoken to him on different DMs levels, you know. But nonetheless, I would definitely put Stark then in the honorable mentions. Obviously, look, we were not in control of the outcome of the votes. But yeah, definitely going into 2026. We will have certain things in place to control the outcome of certain things. And obviously we are jumping into now the things that we would say that is fan favorites. But for now, it is, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, Saint Dynasty, just blame Jasmine for not sending the voting list to you. She said she didn't receive it, but she was in the MSA admin team.
Yeah.
Blame Scarby for being staff and MSA admin and still not sharing with his team.
No. Nobody's blaming Scarpy, right? Scarpy does enough. We're blaming Jasmine.
Thank you.
Protect everybody. Yeah, just throw Scarpy under the bus. What's wrong?
Come on, gents. Come on. I outwork. All right. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump into the coach of the year for MLBB 2025. Oh my word, I'm so in love with our animated logo. Anyway, best coach ever for the MLBB Awards 2025 Southern Africa. There is only one honorable mention and then the top 3. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Levi, we agree with you there. We agree with you there. But your first honorable mention goes to the one, the only, Mr. Waylander, my special partner, co-owner from Waylander Gaming. Your Bronze Coach Award goes to Doofenshmirtz from 1HP. A special shout out for him for helping the ISF ladies team and coaching them. Your runner-up coach award goes to Merlin from Renab Jitsu. And your best coach ever for the MLBB Awards 2025. Drum roll, please. Goes to Super Shady from EQ. All right, panel, you are back live.
Since I was on the list, right, I'll say this much. I shouldn't have been on the list. 2025, I spent most of my time casting and not really coaching. I did a bit in the academy, but you guys handled the majority of what needed to take place there. If it was 2024, there's no list. There's me, and only me. Sounds a bit arrogant, but I am. What can I say? But when it comes to this year, right, personally, I shouldn't even be mentioned as anything, and I'll be honest about it. I appreciate any particular votes that went my way, but it shouldn't have been that way. But like, you need to be able to do the work to say, well, this is what it is, right? We will be running the academy next year. There's many things I'd like to speak about in terms of what I personally call draft rotation. There's a lot of stuff that we can use to improve our server. And to answer the question of who was it that was asking in the live chat, Lucy Khan, what's the point of having an award ceremony if you give your opinions about who should have won after the winner? If you don't like the opinions, go watch it somewhere else, which is nowhere else, right? But this is what it's all about. It's about giving opinions. If you have an opinion to give, by all means, state it in the live chat. We are free to ignore it. But that being said, I think the coaching list, right? We don't have all that many coaches in here. There's a lot of players who put in a lot of time and effort, and the list is a pretty solid list.
I'm going to throw shade just quickly at our number 2 spot. Like, I might not agree with what he's doing, but like Merlin goated, well deserved of the spot. For those who don't know, Navjitsu players need to write an exam to be able to play in the tournament team, and that's just next level commitment.
I agree with it. I think I think it's a good list. But also, I think we have a lot of people that are interested in playing. Not as much people that take time to learn the game, to understand the game, to read patch notes. I think that's why I'm so grateful when I see a video, because at least hopefully more players will watch it. So I do think that coaches are very important, and hopefully next year they get to shine a bit more. Because it's a very important role to have a coach, because you can be a good player mentally, but it doesn't necessarily make you automatically a great coach. It takes a lot of stuff. You need to look at draft, you need to look at rotations, you need to look at picks. And I do agree with Merlin and Shady there and Doof. I think they did a lot of work for regionals for ISF. But also, I think also with Shady, he even needed to become both the coach and the player, and then that's where I think shouldn't be the case, especially when you're on a grand stage. But throughout the year, I think they did a pretty good job. Merlin, I think Way was active at some point, and then he just stopped coaching. But academy does exist, and again, next year I'm very excited to see a lot more people take time and just study the game. I want to see a lot of great squads. I'm tired of seeing Zilong XP, but yeah.
Probably the reason why Con has been banning Xylong just like this.
It happened twice today. Twice.
No,
we're saying this. We're saying this right. Let me dig. I praised him a lot during the stream. Let me dig. In that finals, if you didn't ban Zilong, could you have won? Would it have changed the outcome? I think so. I think so. I believe that Saints threw hard in that particular match, right? So, Khan, I'm calling you out. Straight, live stream.
All right.
If you disagree,
the only time he gave a serious ban was in the last match, and then it was a little bit late for them. They were 2-2, and now you learn to actually ban real heroes. But Rachel and Sons was just steaming like a steam train and just going for that victory.
Guys, Con is going to shred you if he finds you in rank. I'm just saying this, right? I'm just putting it out there. Lotus, be warned. Right?
What's new?
Con, if you want to know what Lotus's in-game name is, I believe it's Blushing Menace. So if you see in the rank, just Lotus. Okay, it changed back. It's another person that likes changing a name. Anyway, nonetheless, Con, if you see Lotus, go and shred it, please. But that drafting was a bit. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I am in the squad. I'm just going to shut up there. And Circuit is asking for the test because he wants to write the test and just to see how he does in the test. So you know what? I think let's ask Way to get the test out there. We'll post it in all of the communities and just let's see how you fare.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
I'll do that. I want to do that.
All right. Okay.
Same.
So,
And you must remember, right? Who's marking this? Is me.
Murder.
Oh.
No, Merlin is a nice marker. Merlin has feelings for people. I got no feelings for people, right? I'm a marker test.
You put the heart next to the answer and you're good to go. I'm joking.
All right, but ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump into I believe, in all honesty, there was a lot of debates about certain things on the awards and how the community voted for certain individuals. But now we are jumping into a group, right? And in all honesty, I don't feel there was any contest with this. But you know what? Let's just jump into this bombshell that is called the Fan Favorite Content Creators of the Year 2025. All right. Ooh. Wait. Oh, my bad. I went to favorite caster. Luckily, no results were shown just yet. But let's go to content creator. So, best content creator in the Mlbb Awards 2025, Southern Africa, voted by the community. Up first, we've got the honorable mentions, and there was only one honorable mention. However, I do feel having the conversation, there was a few honorable mentions that deserved the spot. So I'm just going to put it out there. Beanie's KT, I don't know what her number digits is, but she deserves a spot here. Sage from Equilibrium also deserves a spot here. There's actually a few individuals that deserves a spot here. But your first honorable mention in this spot is Gosu Grid. And for those of you that don't know Gosu Grid, he does a lot of content for Pandora's Code Red on my bad, on TikTok. But bronze content creator goes to none other than Rika. Your runner-up content creator award goes to Malice. And your winner of Best Content Creator for 2025 goes to Waylander Gaming. All right. So first off, like I mentioned when we were in the intro, I feel obviously there is a certain vision that needs to be shared to the community of content creators out there. Firstly, I don't feel there is enough content creators out there. We need a little bit more. And for those of you watching this stream right now, please, I invite you to, if you are not sure how to do certain something with when you're creating content, if you just need advice or whatever, I am literally just a DM away. I am always willing to help, whether it is to create thumbnails, video edits, help with color schemes, those type of things. But we 100% need more content creators out there. And I feel I'm just going to say this and put this out there. I feel Gosu Grid should have been in the top 3. I've seen a lot of his TikTok videos, and he, in my opinion, needs to be in the second spot. Yeah, then you can obviously agree or say Sage or Beanies, etc. Any of those. The reason why I am not mentioning Rika or Malice is if you look over the time span of the year. Granted, I'm not going to take anything away from Rika. He is part of our team. He's part of our family. He is the best caster out there, and no one can disagree with me there. For me, I feel consistency is key here, especially if you're looking at a content creation award. You can't just post 1 or 2 videos, do 3 or 4 or 5 streams, and get placed this high. Granted, the reason why you get placed this high is because the community knows you. And I will take all the shame, I will take all the flame, you can throw stones at me, whatever you want. Malice and Rika doesn't deserve a spot here. The consistency and the frequency or the frequency of how content was released is nowhere out there. I mean, if you look at us, for example, no one can top our content creation for this year. We did what, almost 500 videos this year, 600, 500, between 500 and 6. That's in total. Remember, we started in 2024. So if you look at 2025, you can say arguably, you can arguably say we've released like 600 clips. If you go and check us on Facebook, there's stuff out there. If you go check us on TikTok, there's stuff out on there. Instagram, look, okay, granted, Facebook and Instagram is not that much content. It's more marketing based. But, I mean, guys, okay, but nonetheless, enough of what the sheep with the no bleep said. Let me pass over to the panel.
Granted, we may not even be the best, right? Although the votes have shown that we are the best. right? But whatever
think
it is you need.
Way was muted. That's why I'm smiling
Oh,
like
what?
this.
So
Reports
I
copy.
must have.
Reports copy for not unmuting the panel.
All right, all right, all right. My bad, my bad. All right, so what it's okay, it's okay. These things, it happens, right? We've never done a stream without Scalpy putting a gremlin in the mix here. Whether it is his, whether it was previously his McDonald's Wi-Fi and now recently his McDonald's app on the PC.
Don't
I'm
get me
teasing, I'm
started
teasing.
on the emulator, bro. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I was saying right while I was muted was, I reiterate everything that Scarpy said. We want to have more content creators out there, like as many as we can get, because we want to promote and push this medium and this game out to the world to show what South Africa or Southern Africa can do, right? We need to, if you need any help, regardless of the platform, come and talk to us. We will help promote your stuff. But message us, but don't just randomly put posts on the WhatsApp groups, right? That's just weird. I'm sorry, that's weird. If you're doing that, you're a weird person. Come and message us. We will help you. We will help build a community. We will help promote your stuff. We need, it's not just that we want, we need. We will explain to you how the algorithm works in YouTube, what tags you need to put, how you need to get that to get your content out there. Come and talk to us. We may not be the biggest or the best. And that's just for now, granted. We have plans, we have ideas. I mean, like between all of us here, Nigel is here as well, right? 2026 is going to be massive. It's going to be big. It's going to be mind-blowingly huge. Watch the space. This is not just me saying these words. Watch the space. Things are going to change. But when you need help in what you need to have help for, right? Come and talk to us. We are there to help the community. We don't say this just for the sake of saying words. There's many people, many content creators as well, who will talk about, oh, we want to help the community. It's not words, it's actions that dictate everything. When you need this, come and talk to us. We will be there for you.
Yeah, and just before we jump on to the next bombshell, I mean, we've been saying this, and that's exactly what we've been doing as well. Everything, like, we saw the super chat in the chat earlier. All this money that our YouTube channel makes goes directly back to the community in the form of prize pools, merch, etc. Like, I know Shumzi is going to say something about merch now. We haven't released our merch yet, but we're working on it. Saint Dynasty, they can say, look, they've got this. Some teams from the PUBG scene has seen merch. Unfortunately, I scratched the merch, the theme that we had, but nonetheless, everything that you give us, we give straight back. We take 0 cent from it. It goes back to the community. And like Way said, watch this space for 2026. I'm super excited. Nigel has got a lot of things in the pipeline. We've got a lot of things in the pipeline. And this is the first time that any group can say that. I know if you look at the different individuals or the different organizations that started out, this is the first time that all organizations came together in for the case of the community, for the community. And I have to give applause to everyone. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, this next one is fan favorite caster. So, your fan favorite caster, Mlbb Awards 2025 in the Southern Africa region. Your honorable mentions will be. Oh, I'm too fast for this video, but honorable mentions. Let's have some. I stream on Waylander Gaming is not a stream on Waylander Gaming if there's no Christopherson moment. But your first honorable mention goes to Shroomsy. If only you could see that pretty white smile from him now. Your follow-up honorable mention was none the less than Blushing Menace Lotus. But your fan favorite bronze caster goes to Mr. Waylander. Your runner-up fan favorite caster award goes to the sheep with no bleep, Scarp Skinkle. And well, ladies and gentlemen, your fan favorite best caster award goes to and we've been saying this for a long time, and nobody can argue with us when we say this. Sepulgar Rika is your best caster in the Southern Africa region. So GG's. And that's your fan favorite caster awards. And the seat is open to the panel.
To be honest, right, if Rico was not but number one, I would have been shocked. The man is talented. And I'll say this, right, and somebody clip it and send it to him. He may not be all here all the time. Because for some reason, right, there's flies that fly up certain holes in his body that makes him go in a certain direction away from where we're supposed to be going and what we're supposed to be doing. But when it comes to talent, I said this to him a million times. He's the best of all of us. His talent is unbelievable. I wish we can create the platform for him to do what he does on the big stage. Like, he's got the voice, he even got the face too. He's a handsome guy. And his knowledge, the way he speaks, the call outs, the shout outs, the analysis, right? He's the full package of what should be a caster. He is number one with it in my mind.
I think it was a very good list. We won't take anything away from any of you. You are doing a fantastic job as casters.
Though, you know who I'd like to see join our casters lists for next year. Let me put some pressure. Right? So Anna has got a lovely voice, as you can hear. She's going to join us very soon.
Please tell why I'm very irritating.
All right. She was trying to say no to me, right? But I'm not somebody who likes to hear no. If you know me, I don't hear no in my lifetime, so I'm not going to hear no now. And since I'm there, let me put Nigel on the spot as well. He's definitely going to be joining us. And I think the public should put a little bit of extra pressure so that I can get my way, because I like to get my way. I think Nigel is definitely a good addition. And there's one more person, right? We don't talk about him much, but he's somebody who helped me personally get into the MLBB bigger scene, right? And it's going to surprise all of you. Irie. I believe the man has some skill. You don't know him, right? He doesn't stay around much. He used to. Nigel, you know who I'm talking about, right? The man got skills in terms of casting. He's somebody I'd like to see in the system as well. And Doofenshmirtz, I don't know what happened to him in the casting system. He's got that silky voice. I don't know why he doesn't talk to us anymore.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump into the final two scenes, and obviously this next one is the moment everyone has been waiting for. It's just before the list, but it is your co-main event. Let's put it like this: your co-main event for the fan favorite squad of 2025. Why do I get blamed for everything? Oh my word. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the Mlbb Awards for Fan Favorite Squad of 2025, obviously there will be honorable mentions. So as Your first honorable mention for fan favorite squad of 2025 goes to Renab Jitsu in the 5th spot, followed by Immortal Order as an honorable mention for fan favorite squad. And for your bronze fan favorite squad 2025 goes to Ritalin Sons. Oh, you guys are going to get cooked and flamed. I promise you this now, chat. Lol, psych. Your runner-up fan favorite squad award goes to Equilibrium. And ladies and gentlemen, the best fan favorite squad that you all voted for. Drum roll, please. Goes to Saint Dynasty. Okay, panel,
This time
mics
you're
is open. Yeah, you're unmuted. You're unmuted. I promise you, you're
Take the
unmuted.
floor, eh? Take the floor.
To be honest, I actually thought EQ was going to be number one. They do have a decent amount of fans, but I was actually rooting for Saints to be number one. If you could have heard Immortal Orders, captain and vice captain screaming here, I thought I was going to go deaf. I had to take this earphones off for a second. Congratulations on making it into the list. Nigel's looking a little bit sour because nobody voted for him. But anyway.
Yeah, I thought OTK would have been somewhere. Most improved player, jungler, none of the categories, guys. Listen, guess I gotta play more 5 minutes. I'm cooking in trios.
I'm on Nigel's side.
Yeah.
I think I deserve the mention here.
So, yeah, I mean, like, I get for all the EQ fans. I understand that. We have a lot of love for EQ, but for some reason, people didn't support them while they were playing in Team South Africa. Then everyone was hating. Now everyone's voting, and now in chat they're hating. I don't know what's going on, but I definitely feel that OTK should have had the mention as well.
No, listen. With OTK, they're very consistent. I think it's motivation for them to play better next year. We do have OTK goes to grid one, a bit honorable mention. So I'm more than happy today. We got one award, and then Kitsuko was somewhere. So OTK members, they do win some honorable mentions. But I do agree with Saints. Saints is my favorite squad of the year. It's not that they dropped out of Origins, but consistently throughout the year, I just think they've been on top of their game. Even when they had busy schedules, they still show up in the tournament, you know. Con is somewhere. I think he's on Discord now. But yeah, I agree with that vote.
All right, let's get the captain for squad of the year onto the chat here. And panel, you can speak to him.
Yeah. I'd like to talk to him.
Let me just
So,
switch off my camera and get Con here, as you can see when he's talking.
Oh, I thought we were going to put his camera on. I think the ladies want to see. Can you hear the deepness of that voice? I think.
Nah.
The way he's talking, like he's already taken married ring on the finger. I don't know. We can't even see the finger. But congratulations. Everybody's favorite squad of the year. Not just the fans, the panel as well.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
This year.
Best drafter of the year as well. Let's go, Con.
Okay, Con, let's quickly jump into the questions here, right? And please don't kick me off the squad. I'm just asking the questions, right? Firstly,
Fans, you know.
just so that the community can know, because I've been saying this quite oftenly, but I think the community needs to hear it from your voice, right? What comes to mind when you're in the drafting scene, and why do you ban the dark system heroes?
Okay. The main reason for that is I wanted the squad and the players in the squad to evolve, you know. And what I mean by this is I've watching EU under South Africa go and play international, and then watch them touched, you know, watch them get treated like they're epics or something. It sort of like change your view on the server as a whole, you know. So going into everything, I just wanted to treat it in a sense of like, how can I force myself to get better? How can I force the squad to get better? And if it means having to sweat like against harder picks, then like I'm willing to do that. So the long band and like the saber, it's not like we're trolling or we're not respecting the enemy. It's more so just wanting to give ourselves a harder challenge. That's basically what was happening behind the ban. And in the finals that we played with Switzerland, and it was just more so last match we just didn't want to lose it all. We decided to actually ban. So that was that's basically how it went.
But obviously,
let me say this about Khan. Sorry. Let me say this about Khan. I don't know about how many of you know Khan and for how long, right? I've been in the server playing games against players for the longest time. I've seen Khan from when he first started. I saw him when he first started playing Fanny in Classic and started spamming it. There was this time, right? And I'd like to know what happened in this time. And the OG players noticed, there was a time where Khan went on a little bit of a sabbatical. Like he disappeared, but you couldn't really see him and what he was doing, right? And he came back all of a sudden, like a man on fire, like ridiculous, where you can say, ultimately, this man is in the top tier of the jungles in our server. What happened in that space of time? And Khan, you know what I'm talking about, that sabbatical that you took.
I believe I have an idea. I'm not too sure what happened then. I think it's just a lot of this is just like a shift in mentality and how you start looking at the game. So I think during that period, like with the squad and as a player myself, I think I had a whole change in mindset on how I viewed certain players and all players and my own gameplay. So yeah, it's pretty much that. It's just a shift in mindset.
But because to be honest, right, me personally, I'm amazed with your understanding of macro. It is not very often, right? And you may not hear this, like many people don't hear it because I'm not allowed to say it on live stream because Sean, Shroomzy, and everybody else, you're not allowed to say this on live stream. In fact, before we went on live now, right, they gave me a list of things I'm not allowed to say on live stream.
Don't even dare mention what you're not allowed to say.
Yeah. But I'll always be talking about, like, because what I believe is the two keys to winning any game ever is understanding drafting. It's massive, and understanding macro. Like the way I watch you guys play, right? There's times when I've seen, right, you're on the back foot, and then the wave management, the control of the game is next level stuff. And I'm like, this is unbelievable. Even the way, right? And I want to know this, right? And I'm sure the viewers at home want to know this. How did you train to get your counter jungling? Because of every team in the server, there is, and I've been saying this for a long time, there is no team in the server that does counter jungling the way you do counter jungling. Your team as a whole, because it's a movement. It's not just one person saying, "Oh, let me go and do this." Right? The whole unit works. Right? How did you train this counter jungling?
I think it mainly just started like as I think one thing you when you play, and I think Mobile Legends, like when you play, you have to realize is understanding decision making in the game, it's actually the biggest deciding factor. Skill and micro, all of that stuff play a role, but understanding macro, it's a huge thing. To get to that point, I probably for maybe the last 4 years, probably not now, no life, Mlbb, no grass, watching streamers, watching every video that there is, tournaments and all of that, and you sort of just mimic what you see, and then you copy. And yeah, I did that for a long time, and I think that's why macro wise, at least game sense, let me rather say game sense wise, it's pretty good, like knowing how to, depending on certain situations, how to turn things around. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree, right, with what you're saying. Of every team in the server, right, granted, and I'm saying this, right, not to throw any shade or anything, right? Granted, you did lose the last finals, but of every team that I've witnessed in this server, every team I've witnessed in this server, you guys, in terms of drafting and macro, are, in my mind, number one. I haven't seen anybody come even close to this. And people can say what they want to say, right? I can bring the video clips and everything else to your eyes. Yeah, I'm not just saying this based on my opinion. This is legitimately fact. I'm amazed at what you guys do. And I'm just waiting for 2026 to see what you're going to bring to the table.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Don't worry, definitely 2026. Saint Dynasty is going to be the best. Continue to be the best.
All right, okay, so
100%.
Next set of questions. There's only 2 more before we continue with the show. Con, obviously you saw what the votes or the fans voted. Obviously this was a slightly controversial award ceremony. Any thoughts and opinions before we report Jasmine for not sharing the list and the votes to the squad to vote as
well? No, I think with every category, I think they were mostly fair. I think jungler, yeah, definitely Lindo deserved that. Pops, sorry, Pops. I don't know Pops, but I think Poopy probably should have been there in your spot. What else we have? Best Mage. I don't think Juju deserves Best Mage. Roma, of course, I'm gonna have to go with Circuit all the way. And where else is this? What other role was there? Come on, Gold Lane. I think we can't argue. Gold Lane and XP 100% was fine. I mean, Shady, Mimic, come on. Most improved player. Who was it? Light. Guess Light is fine. Light. I guess because since he joined EQ, he's been pretty good. So yeah, I mean everything else. I think it's all fair. The votes and the list, the placements was all okay.
Okay, so Con, sorry, I missed that. So report the sheep for that. What did you have on Rome for best Roma?
Circuit.
Okay. Circuit. So Circuit, I believe we can allow Circuit to go and sleep inside tonight. And then Con, final question, right? Final question. So Circuit, you can dispatch that tent that you had pitched up there in the garden. You can go sleep in your bed and comfortable tonight because your captain voted you as best roamer. Con, looking at 2026, what is your expectations and what do you want to see, not just for Saint Dynasty but for the community within 2026?
Within 2026, I want more good squads, more top tier squads. I think right now, looking at Nabjutsu, these guys are actually pretty insane right now, with the improvement. And I think it's one of those things when you play 5-man RG rank, you only expect to, like, there's only, like, let me say, maybe you meet DMG or Riddle and Sons. It has been like that, or EQ, and those are mainly like, okay, the hardest games that you'd probably come across. But then now, for example, Nabjutsu, who's like doing extremely well. I want more squads to to start performing like that. I just want to see higher level of skill in the server, because as I said earlier, watching EQ go abroad, play on Malaysia server, like these other servers, and then see that we are, technically speaking, we are actually not that good compared to outside. I want next year as a server that we elevate, we reach the next level, skill wise. At least, if not everyone, at least have like five or four squads, playing at this very high tier level of MLBB, and I think that'll be very good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a shocker, right? Just the fact that how far we are in what the pro scene is, right? And I'm so glad you're saying it as it is, because it's not a negative. It's a positive.
Yeah, of course.
In the sense, right? It's like you gotta get better. You gotta know what you gotta work on. It's what you were saying earlier. It's mindset. It's mentality. Winner's mentality is something you must have. You're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna lose, right? And I'll even say this to the members that went there, the IESF members. They got a lot of hate, and I was disappointed with the amount of hate that they got. Maybe it was because of maybe it was, I don't know, whatever personality issues people have and whatever goes on in the communities in the background, because I don't really pay attention to that. But I was surprised with the amount of hate that they got. They will get better. They have the experience that nobody else on the server has.
Yep.
Like, none of us know what it is like to face Sekais in the jungle. Lindo knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a different thing. And I'm waiting to see what they bring to the table right now, because I expect them to get stronger.
No, 100%, and I'm pretty sure like right now they are pushing, so it's good to see. And like the more we play versus them, the more we can, let me say, adapt, get better. Then we can all, every squad can help each other to get better. Because now, if you're all at the same level, you wanna go that extra mile and be better than the rest. So that just keeps pushing everyone higher. So yeah.
Yeah, agreed. So let's put a little bit more pressure on Nigel here. Nigel, we need more tournaments, lobbies. You need to organize this. We need to get more. We need to have more games here happening. What's happening, Nigel? Tell us what's going on.
Listen, that can only happen if, again, the community, if you see a link shared anywhere, please participate, because that's the only way that we progress better as a community. You guys don't hit diamonds there, you're not voting. No, you need to participate in these sort of things, because that's eventually how the community grows. Things like tournament lobby, things like prize pools, it's all about engagement. It's all about everyone putting in effort, even a like, even a share. Those small things eventually build up and helps the community grow. I'm very excited for bigger tournaments definitely next year. Also, it's no use, you get all of these different things and then your skill doesn't match those sort of things. I know this year was a blunder, but there's definitely going to be a lot more, like once you break through the barrier, there's a lot more involvement that you're going to get. We're probably going to send a different team, maybe the same team, but once you get to those spaces, just give it your best. I think we definitely have the ability to improve. It all comes down to, again, taking the game seriously. I'd like to see a lot more coaches or people that think the game from... Con was just talking about how he's looking at different things, what he does in the game. Those sort of things will help the server eventually get better. But I think next season, I'm very excited for IESF season and just international plays. There's also this assumption that it's very, very, very difficult to get to that stage. I mean, to compete at that stage. It's not. Just ask the right questions. Waylander's there. I'm here. There's a lot of different channels available for you to get yourself into those spaces. But once you get into those spaces, just give it your all and you'll be fine. Tournaments, everyone will let you know. There's so many tournaments next year. Proper tournaments anyways. Yeah.
There's a ton. And I want to see how Saints is going to be doing in this tournament setup, right? Lotus, what do you think? Where do you think Saints is going to fit this next tournament that's happening? Our Valentine's tournament.
Cupid Clash!
let's put her on the spot, right? Because I'm gonna say this, Con. Everything she ever says is Immortal Odd is gonna win everything, right? Maybe they have the best couple on the server. I don't know. As they're blushing there on the side. So what do you think, Lotus? Who's gonna be winning the first tournament of 2026?
Well, if it's gonna be, if Saint Dynasty is gonna be there, but Sun's also there, it's gonna be interesting to watch. I'll say, and it's gonna be close. But I really would like to see Saint Dynasty getting that one up on Roots and Sons, especially with how we hear how Con is working right now, and also how they now learned about Roots and Sons.
I believe they threw that game. And I'm saying this like Con is he can hear what I'm saying right. He's in the chat. I believe they threw the game hard.
No, it's okay. It's valid. You're wrong. We did throw the game. We did throw the game.
All right.
My question, while we're on the topic of games, Con, what are you currently playing on the PlayStation?
Marvel
Because
Rivals.
I see you're playing.
It was The Last of Us Part 1.
Goated game. Goated
Yeah.
game. Best game ever.
All right.
It's good so far. I want to finish it.
Yeah, well, go and enjoy it, bro. Go and enjoy it. Well deserved, and congratulations on all the nominations and all the placements. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move over to the moment everyone has been waiting for, and this is the top 28 squad list, right? This list is purely based. This is not fan favorite. This is based on the placement in tournaments throughout the year of 2025. If you feel everyone has waiting for, and this is the top 28
This is Con, just
list, right? Yeah.
into my-
This list is purely based. This is not fan favorite. This is based on. All right, let's. He's going to catch up on the stream now.
Many people don't get it because I'm not allowed.
All right, let's just do this.
You have to realize is understanding.
Play the clip, Scappy.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to play the clip. All right. I needed to remove Con there because there was an echo. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the top 28 squad list of 2025. Obviously, this list is going to change the next year. And if you feel that your team is not placed where they should have been placed, I mean, you can always sort it out with the squad above you. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the top 28 list.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay
soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back on the panel. So obviously everyone has seen the top 28 list for 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, any thoughts?
This okay, it's a long list, right? It's a very long list. And overall, like the positioning, I can't really complain about too much in there because this list was based mainly on tournament performance, right? Granted, there are teams like, see, Bang Gang, for instance, right? If Bang Gang competed in more tournaments, you know, based on how they play, they would have been much higher up on the list. Because Bang Gang has been awesome from a long time, right? But you got to compete in order to show where you are, where you stand. I can't have much disagreements with what happens on this list. Like, if we were basing this list on who we think is going to beat whom, that would not be a fair list because that's just our opinions on the matter. When it comes down to it, you got to have the statistics to back it up. And if you want to know where the statistics came from, I'm saying this to you because we will benefit from you rewatching videos. We get some ad revenue. So go back and see in the tournaments who finished where, who finished what, and what they did, right? Because it's based on your tournament performance.
So 2026 is gonna be a big year for every squad.
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%. I for one am very excited to see how and what 2026 is going to play out for. Especially if you look at in comparison 2024 versus 2025. I believe 2025 and we've been receiving a lot of I've personally been receiving a lot of messages thanking for what we and the different organizations have been doing. 2025 was the year for the most immortal players in our server. And honestly, I want to see how 2026 is going to play out. And obviously, how this is going to play out. Yeah, based on tournament performance, but the Saints haven't won a tournament in months. Chubby, go do yourself a favor. Go watch.
Can I answer it? Can I answer it, please? Please.
Go for it.
So Kabi, right? I'm not disagreeing with your opinion. Your opinion is a very valid one, right? Unlike some other opinions I disagreed with. Your opinion is very valid. Granted, Saints hasn't won a tournament in a reasonable amount of time. We're looking at this purely based on what they do. When I was saying, right, and I'm not just saying this to glaze, it's not just me giving my opinion, right? I always believe that facts back up what you have to say. if you want to, we can make a video as to how the rotations of Saints works, like in terms of how they move as a unit. I have not seen a team that does that in our server to the level that they do it. They have like maybe a 65-70% game accuracy, which is a huge thing to have. It means that 70% of the time you're making the correct decision to get you into the correct winning position. There are times that you'll mess up and there will be times that things go wrong, right? But when you're looking at overall gameplay, and Suns, right, has been awesome. I'm not saying that they haven't, right? They are one of my favorite squads to watch. I love them. I get to see. But when I'm looking at game accuracy, right, I'm going to say that Saints has a higher game accuracy than anybody else. That's what I believe.
And just to add on top of that, so they haven't won recently, but they were the most consistent squad throughout the year. They won the MSA Cup. They won the MSA Cup, which was the tournament with the most teams. They got second Conquerors. They got second in the Iron Gauntlet. They got second in Most Wanted list, going up against EQ and Al Rutland. So they were the most consistent teams and deserves that spot loose-handed.
And not just that, even though they got second place, Rutland Suns were very new to the scene. Even though they were from a previous squad, they performed well enough, but unfortunately Saints were the better squad.
Yeah. And the list is, you're never going to agree on who the best squad is. I think that it's very subjective, but I think if you consistently place yourself within the top 2 or top 3 in every single tournament you participate in, that sort of things count in your favor. St. Dynasty won MSA Cup. They participated in Conquerors of Dawn. I think they were second, right? But only, again, you have to look at all of these different tournaments. I think Africa Conquerors Cup, like, we participate in a lot more tournaments, and we shouldn't, personally, I think recency bias is very, very, very strong. I think you need to look at the entire year. If you can say that Saint wasn't the best squad in 2025, I would strongly disagree with you. Because where was Richland Suns in around May, June, July, around that time? They did eventually come around, but I hope they carry out the consistency. I think if Richland Suns had the ending that they had in 2025, I think if they had that throughout the year, they would have definitely been the best squad. But I do think Saints needs to focus a lot more on winning and finishing tournaments in 2026. I think if you want to establish yourself as the best squad in the server, there should be no discussion, no debate, no banning Zilong. Just take every single game seriously and just dominate, because then there'll be no discussion to have like this. But yeah, overall good list from my side.
One second, let me answer Kabi one more time. I'm sorry. To say, are they better than EQ? Yes. That there is something that I don't think anybody would dispute at this current moment. And I'm going to say this, right, in all fairness. For the first almost half of the year, EQ were untouchable. They were awesome at the first half. But it's not about what you were, it's what you are now, right? And holistically, as Nigel said, throughout the course of the year, there's been no squad more consistent than Saints, not even just for this year. I'm talking about this has been from a very long time. So you consider this, right? EQ was, for the first half of the year, awesome. The last MSA, solid, but not a fantastic team then. I know, we streamed the MSA. They didn't finish in the top section of what you needed to do, right? It just wasn't there. So I'm not saying this to hate on EQ, right? I believe that their players, with the experience that they've had across the IESF and everything else that has happened, are going to come back amazingly strong. I believe that. And I'm waiting to see that. But in this current juncture in time, across 2025, I have to be fair in what I'm saying. Saints and nobody else, right? If I have to say they're better than EQ, right? If you think anything different from that, bring the two teams. I'll put them on stream for you, and you'll know for yourself, because you will see in the performance, right? And I'm not saying this to belittle anybody. I believe in this, the EQ players. I believe that they will achieve something good. But right now, I have to disagree with what you're saying.
Well, yeah. Well, look, we all knew that the not everyone is going to agree with the list, and you know, it once more it comes down to consistency, and you know, forfeiting tournaments, not completing or showing up on time, delaying tournaments. You know, it does leave a sour taste in one's mouth, but nonetheless, right? Personally, okay. So if we can just get a Chubby's in-game name and we can get this thing sorted out.
I honestly doesn't want to give it.
I think Chubby might be on the team. I don't know, but we'll have to see.
He doesn't want to give his ID in. I don't know.
Anyways, listen. Again, if you want to be on the list next year, show the skills. Come show the skills next year in the tournaments. Play that we don't have to go. Personally, I would never count rank wins as part of tournament. It's not competitive play. You never know who's on the other team. There's no preparation. It's just things that you do. It's about who's better during that match, not overall as a team. But again, very excited for the year. But yeah, that's all from my side. Hopefully next year is bigger, and I'm glad to see that the server is improving. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah. We would love to organize the Mad Gubby. Send your IGN and we'll get things going.
All right, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, obviously this is the first time that the MLBB Awards has been presented in the Southern Africa region. I want to say congratulations to everyone that got voted by the fans. Obviously, next year we'll be running according to statistics, and there will be certain awards based on fan favorites or fans voting for it. But yeah, I mean, you can't lie when you look at the stats, right? Also, consistency, showing up for matches, not removing your team or coming late for matches, forcing DQs. You know, all of those things at the end of the day plays a role. Consistency is the key. It always has been. I mean, if you look in comparison with how many teams disbanded in 2024, granted, in 2025 you had teams that disbanded as well, but you had more teams that were more consistent and showed up for things, you know, and not going in shooting out the mindset of you know what, we're not going to participate in this tournament because it means nothing for us. It's rank is what it counts. All right, by all means. Then if that's your opinion, you know, everyone is allowed to have their own opinion. But
I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this and interrupt you here, Scarpy, right? This year, right? I'm saying it last year, like as if my mind is already in 2026. This is a message to all the squads who were here, competed, didn't compete, were in tournaments or didn't compete and all forfeited, right? There are consequences to actions. I'm saying this to everybody. We are trying to set up a professional scene. We want things to work in a certain way. We are getting sponsorships on board. We're doing a lot of work between ourselves, Nigel, the whole crew. Everybody is working really hard to get certain things done. So this is not a warning. No. What has been done has been done. What has been decided has been decided upon. There are consequences for not participating in tournaments, and that's for everybody. Because I do not treat one squad different from the other. That is not what I do. Everybody consistently will deal and see what is going to happen because you decided you wanted to forfeit something. I know you brought this to the forefront, Scarpy, right? And it's a very important thing. If we want to have a pro scene, teams need to act like this is a pro scene. If we can't do that, right, sponsors are going to look at the fact that, oh, you're having a tournament, right, but teams want to pull out. All right, fine. There are consequences that are going to happen, and you will see what that consequences will be.
All right. So yeah. So where's the consistency? You know what? at the end
Yeah,
of the
the
day.
consistency
It's,
is that they withdrew.
Saints for
Yeah, I just think the person that's talking seems to know a lot about what's been happening the year. I don't know. Listen, there'll always be those people, but I agree with the list. I think everyone who was part of the tournament throughout the year had an input with regards to the tournament. I strongly disagree. Go get us the evidence of their participation and what come with it. Definitely more willing to discuss. But I think that the stream, yeah, I think that was the last award, right? Not the last award, the last section of the stream, right, Shrimsy?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was indeed. Hello, Shrimsy. But yes, so this has been done. So anyway, you know what? It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Chubby, I'm 100%. I know who you are. Send me a DM and we can sort it out. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us. And yeah, this was definitely a pleasure. What a year! What a 2025! I mean, this was also the first year that we introduced prize pools. I mean, Conquerors of Dawn with the 10K, Origins with the 3K.
No, don't do that, Shrimsy.
Obviously, next year is going to be bigger, better. Like we mentioned, sponsorships for all the major tournaments, the official events. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And let's go. 2026 is going to be massive. And then just for one final time, congratulations to everyone that was honorable mentions, that got into the top 3, that got the 3rd place, the 2nd place, and the top spot. So if you wanted to be voted next year, well, if you want to feature on the list, you need to feature in the tournaments. And well, content creators, just if you need help, shout out. But nonetheless, community, once more, thank you all for what you've been doing for us and what you've enabled us to do. And yeah, if it weren't for you guys, this wouldn't have been possible. And then special shout out to the team. And I'm 100% certain if I'm saying this, I'm speaking to on behalf of my partner as well. If it wasn't for the team and the different organizations coming with us, especially MSA.
Can I give a shout out?
No, go
Can
for
I
it.
give a shout?
Go for it.
Okay, so MSA, Nigel, right? We appreciate all that you've done for us, right? Especially at the start, right? You mentioned the Twitch streams, right? I'm so glad you did, right? Because I keep telling people, if you want to start in the whole system, right? I would say we, right? It wasn't the rest of them. The rest of them can smile quietly in the background because they weren't part of how ass I was in the beginning, right? They are the reason that we got the way we are. It was MSA, it was King of the Hill, and let me mention these people, because these people do everything in the background and nobody gets to see. All they see is the channel is named after me. I think that was a quite clever move on my part. So even though I may not do much, the rest of them, they carry this particular ship. So let me talk about the people. We have our head, who has a big head, of Mobile Legends. Shroomsy, I am very appreciative of what you do for all of us. Right? Ina, who is in charge of our social media. Lotus, our secretary-in-chief, who sometimes misquotes me. She tries to make sure that what I'm saying to the people sounds nice, even though I may not be a nice person overall.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Skekel, right? Who is, I will say this, he's the heart and the soul of us all. He's what keeps us beating. He's what takes us in the right direction. Never mind, he got those pretty blue eyes that he likes to flash in all different directions, right? His wife is watching. No woman better start chasing after him. Right? But he is the heart and soul of all of us. But he's not the only one. We have Damascus with that voice like silk, who doesn't come to join us very, very often, but we will see. Occasionally, he will come to see us. We have Annalise Sleiman, joined our staff recently, brings a lot to the party. We have maybe the OG name of Mobile Legends, Ati.
Mr. Wick, for
I-
if you're ever
yeah,
wondering.
Mr. Wick. He's the one that set, I think, literally every single one of us on the path that we are to where we are, right? And a much appreciation to him. Along with that, we have Candace in charge of our Call of Duty and occasionally plays Mobile Legends and then causes all of us to lose stars. But we love her anyway. Uh, we've got Sharon Orika, who is the voice of Mobile Legends for our country. We just wish that he'd leave the wine bottles behind in Cape Town. Stop drinking so much. God is watching you. Come and join us here on the streams a little bit more often.
Jesus Christ.
And then we have Junior. Junior may be the best editor. Okay, and I'm Scapi, right? I know you're going to look sideways at me, right? Junior is talent. You scouted him. I can praise him. Junior is a top tier editor. A lot of what we get to see shorts wise. Granted, Scapi approves of all of the things. I'm not allowed to say anything because apparently I can't match colors. Even though I'm not colorblind, but it's just another weakness of mine. They all smile because they know, with a staff of mine, how bad I am at our color organization. I would put us with pink and orange in one screen and say this looks good. But Junior has been doing an excellent job. We get Sukuna, who's joined us. Sukuna is a countryman of Nigel here, who he knows very, very well, and I'm sure also distrusts equally, because he has a tendency to say, no, I'm joking. Sukuna is a wonderful, wonderful guy. I'm so glad to have him on the team. And then all the way from New Zealand, somebody who's been with me for a lifetime is Shady. Not the Shady that is our resident best gold laner, of which there can be no dispute in the gold lane. I'm talking about Shady, the organizer, part of the King of the Hill. She's one of the OGs of the system. She's been with me from before I even decided I wanted to get into this whole system as a whole. Right? She's been there very, very, very long. Added to the mix, we have Leonardo. I don't know if he can paint like Da Vinci, but his voice doesn't sound like Da Vinci.
Yeah.
No, he makes them watch some weird movies. Who I've been hearing the stories in the background, but we will have a talk with Leonardo. But he has been one of those people who has put his foot front and really, really, really done an excellent job in terms of what is happening. And then we have, well, I don't know if we could call him our token Asian, but he's the guy who set up our Discord. If you love the Discord, right, then you gotta love Gets. Even though he may not be able to see you unless we tape his eyelids to his forehead. But we love Gets, right? He has been with me for a very, very long time throughout many of the things that I had to do, right? So I'm appreciative of him having the team. And then we have a couple of new additions, right? One of the names is Banana Samurai, right? I don't know what this means. We will ask the question, right? Whether he's slicing bananas with a katana, whether Shroomsy has been teaching him some horrific things, right? Because no one should shut Shroomsy around children ever.
Yo, crazy. That is crazy.
I don't know.
Wait. Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. You're talking about my godson there, okay? it's
I'm sorry that
It's Mateo.
Yeah. But he named himself a Banana Samurai. What do you want me to say? Right. I had to throw Shroomsy under the bus. And you shouldn't be talking about throwing under the bus. What did you do to Lotus throughout the course of 2025? Lotus, you got speed.
Double decker red buses.
I've been through.
Yeah.
The things I've been through just because of you. Therapist. Needed a therapist.
You see? Do you see what Scrappy has made?
Apparently it didn't work.
Apparently it didn't work. All right, Wai. You got anyone else you want to mention?
Yeah, and our most recent addition, which is Dani, who's joined us, and we're anxious to see what he brings to the table. I've spoken to him. I enjoy having conversations with him, right? And I mention all these people, right, because they do the work in the background, and no one gets to see. No one really, even like even Nigel for that matter, right? When it comes to all the work everyone does here, like sometimes I look back and I appreciate what they do, but I don't feel jealous of it, right? Because I just leave them to do what they do, and I say I can put my feet up and relax a little. But because I know I have people who can handle the situation, and if they have any complaints about it, talk to the finger because the hand ain't
Copy.
listening.
Wow.
But well done to all of you guys, right? Leading us, literally leading us, right, throughout the course of the year to bring Mobile Legends a lot more active than previously. I'm not saying it wasn't activity, there was, right? But this year has been the start of something good. And you see the people here on the screen, watch this space, see what's going to happen in 2026. We've got big things planned. But on that note, I will let the heart and soul of our team, Mr. Blue Eyes himself, the shape word Mlbb, to let us out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and on that bombshell, we are going to say goodbye and good night. And please hit that like, share, and subscribe button